Hi, welcome back to Dawn Digs In, where we talk about living a happy, healthier life and things that I'm doing in my life that I think might interest you. And today we're going to talk about being better. We all want to be better. We want to do better. We want to do better in our life. We want to do better for our family. We want to do better for ourselves. And how many times have you heard somebody say, well, if you tried, you could do better? We're all moving at our own pace, and we all need different steps to get to that place. So I'm going to talk about a few things today that I think will help us get on that path to being better, and that we really need to do for ourselves and for our body to be in the place that we really want to be. To do better, you need to want to do better. It sounds great, doesn't it? But it's not always that easy to do better. These are the three things that I think if we all worked on, we could do better. Better at forming habits, better at getting our workouts in, better at just being us. So what are the three things I think we need to do? We need to look after our bodies. So your body needs three things. It needs you to nourish it, it needs you to move it, and it needs you to love it. Now, I know, sounds great, but in practical circumstances, that doesn't always work for me. I get it. So let's break them down. We need to nourish it. What is something that we can do right now? Because maybe you had a crappy week last week. I didn't have the best week. I started out really good. I did my 48-hour fast. I was feeling great. Then I had a bag of chips. I'm not too sure where that bag of chips came from, but it was not in my plan. I plan on getting back on track, and it just might take me a little bit longer than normal, and I'm okay with that. As long as I am making good decisions most of the time, I'm going to be okay with it. So nourish it. 80-20 rule, right? 80% of the time we're going to eat good. 20% of the time we're going to eat things that we like. Things that aren't going to constrict us, that aren't going to make us feel like this is not fun anymore and I can't enjoy this, and life is about food and family and getting together, and if I can't go out and enjoy a nice meal with my husband or my boyfriend or my friends for lunch, what's life about? Absolutely. Absolutely. You need to fit those things in your week. But by eating well most of the time, we can get away with that 20% of the time eating the things that we want to. A few things that I have really found that help with the nourish my body is intermittent fasting. All it is your body is going to go in a fasted state for X amount of hours. So as a rule, 18 is kind of my minimum. But I don't find it difficult. I cut off after dinner. That was the hardest part when I first started, was cutting off after dinner. I like to eat early. I know, I'm getting old. I like to eat early. So we are really 5 to 6 o'clock eaters. Whatever works for you. But 6 o'clock cutoff works for me. So I cut off at 6 o'clock, and then that's it. That was a hard one, okay? But it's not that difficult to do. You just need to keep yourself engaged. If you can keep yourself thinking about other things besides, because you're not hungry, right? You just ate a supper. You had a half-decent meal. Hopefully you had some protein, some vegetables, whatever you had, but you had a healthy meal. So you don't need food. Going to bed on a full stomach is one of the worst things we can do for our body. Your body will spend all night digesting that food. When if you cut off your eating at 6 o'clock, your body will have digested that food by the time you go to bed. You know how you used to always hear, don't eat 3 hours before bed? Well, that's true. Your body has a lot of things to do during the night. During the night is when it replenishes itself and it flushes out all your systems, and it does a lot of work. Well, it can't do those things if it is busy digesting food. So try to get yourself in the habit of not eating after supper. It's one of the best things that we can do for ourselves. The next best thing we can do for ourselves is drink water. Talked about this last week. I'm always on the water thing. Get that water in. The more water you drink, the more you feel full, the more that you will flush things out in your body. I honestly find that the more I'm drinking, the less I'm peeing. So your body gets used to absorbing that water instead of just flushing it all through all the time. So your body is using that water. It's replenishing its cells. Something else I like to do with my eating too is I do the should I, shouldn't I? I go to eat something. I go to get a cookie. Should I or shouldn't I? It's really easy for you to go, shouldn't. But it makes you think. Okay, you pick up something that you shouldn't have and just think about it. Should I or shouldn't I? Is this what I want to eat? Is this really part of the life I want to create or part of the being better that I want to do. It makes you think. And again, if you can do one less cookie, one less toast and peanut butter, one less anything mindless that you really don't need but want, can really help you. So again, if the should and shouldn't doesn't work for you, try your wants and needs. I was raised on my wants and needs, and they come into effect in every aspect of my life. The wants and the needs, what does your body need as opposed to what you want? If you look after your needs, the wants will fall in place. Just like it does with money. Look after what you need, forget about the things that you want. There'll come a time when you'll be able to get them or they won't be important to you anymore. But it's a great way in our saving tips as well, that wants and needs. It really makes you think, do I want it or do I need it? Two totally different things. Number 2 is move it. You know what that means. Exercise, walking, getting up, not sitting around so much. You got a desk job. Every hour, do 5 squats. Just do 5 chair squats. Stand up, walk around, move, dance, turn on some music, do something. Every hour, make sure you are moving. I am getting really guilty of this. I will find myself sitting scrolling on my phone and then my watch will go off and go, hey, you haven't moved in an hour. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Because it's the death of winter outside. You know, we had another big snowstorm this morning. So it's like, it's crazy. I don't go out in this weather. I just don't go out. It's like, what can I do to get my body moving more? Yes, I do my workout as soon as I get up in the morning. And I'm going to go down, after I'm done this, I'm going to go down, I'm going to get on that treadmill and I'm going to do at least 2,500 steps. Because if I can move every couple of hours, I'll be doing something good for my body. I won't be stiff, I won't be sore, but I'll have got myself moving. And getting yourself moving is getting your metabolism going. It's burning calories. It's helping you stay healthy longer. Really important that you move your body every day in as many ways as you can. It just needs to be done. And it's something that comes with being better. Doing better for yourself, get moving. Love it. You know, you might look in the mirror and go, I don't love it right now. Well, you need to think about it differently. You need to love what it does for you. You have one body, okay? You've heard it before. Your body is your temple. You only have one. Look after it. It's so true, because when you don't and we start developing these issues that come with old age and, you know, you start getting arthritis or your hips bothering you or you're having trouble moving around too much and you may be overweight and this is putting a lot of pressure on your knees and you're just lumbering around and you just don't really want to do the things that maybe you used to do because you're not loving yourself. Well, you need to take some time and love yourself. Doing all of these other things, nourishing your body, moving your body, are going to make you love your body. Take the time for your self-love, your journaling, your spa days, your, getting your nails done is getting self-love. It's something that is taking care of the you. Putting on a little bit of makeup. Just simple things that make you feel good about you. Cleaning out your wardrobe. These are self-love things. Getting rid of clutter in your house. These are all self-love that also work into the rest of your life. You will be better if you start doing these small things for yourself, because I know what it's like to be feeling kind of blah and let down, and I'm really not where I want to be, possibly emotionally, mentally, physically. All of these things come into play. But if we start to nourish ourselves, move ourselves, and love ourselves more, we're going to get where we need to be. Oh, totally off topic. What can I say? Tracy Anderson has a free workout on the Goop newsletter. I saw it yesterday. I did it today. It's a 30-minute beginner workout. I totally loved it. Had a lot of really good moves. What I really liked about it was how slow it was. If you're like me and you've been doing meta and continuity and the mat workouts, you know that 20-year-old Tracy moved a lot quicker. And it's really good to see that older Tracy is now moving a lot slower. And I don't know if it's moving slower because she's found through her studies that this is better for your body, or she is just moving slower. But it was really enjoyable to not be struggling to get in those 40 reps when, hey, it's only 20. It's only 10. I just really enjoyed it. So I'm going to try and link it below to free workout on the Goop newsletter. So we want to do moving it, nourishing it, loving it. This is our body. This is the last time I'm going to talk about this for a little while, because I think it's really important when we're starting off this new year and we're all trying to be better and do better and get in our programs and eat better. And there's just so many things where if we can just put it down to 3 things, write it on a sticky note and put it on your fridge. Nourish it, move it, love it. Nobody needs to know what that means but you. But it'll make you think. When you go to that fridge and you see nourish it, what does that mean to you? It means making better choices. Whatever those choices can be for you, but making better choices. Cutting out the snacking. Fasting is the way to go. Short periods between breakfast and lunch, between lunch and dinner, between dinner and waking. Just don't eat in between. Stay away from the mindless things. That is not nourishing your body. That is just sabotaging your body. So let's try and really work on nourishing our body, putting in things that we know are good for us. And if we're not always putting in things that are good for us, then 80-20. Most of the time, we do really good. 20% of the time, hey, have what you want. Enjoy life. That's what it's all about. Do your daily exercise. If you're not up for daily exercise, at least 3 times a week. If you can get outside, get outside. If you're fortunate enough to have a treadmill, hop on that treadmill. I don't care if it's boring. I've yet to find a workout that is just the be-all, end-all. Sure, there's fun. I was talking to a couple ladies this morning on a chat, and we were talking about Billy Blanks. I don't know how many of you did Tae Bo in the day, but I love Tae Bo. You can do it! You know, Billy was awesome. Billy was fun. Billy worked your butt off. Find something that you like to do. It's not always great. It's not always fun, but you just need to do it. Stop thinking about it as, oh, I'm bored with that workout. Don't care. The workout's not bored with you. Get it done. Love yourself. Okay? You gotta love it. Love the body. Love all aspects of it. What has it done for you? Really look at yourself. What has it done for you? Are you healthy? Are you able to get around? Are you able to move? Are you able to play with your children? Are you able to run around? Are you able to do things that you maybe couldn't do before or want to do that you can't do? Now's the time. Look after this. All these things will come together. And you know what? If you do all these things, you will be better if you do better. It's your choice. Only you can make that decision. So until next week, I hope you have some amazing workouts. Nourish it, move it, love it. I will see you soon. You are amazing. High five.